Greetings, you all. This is Body-Culinary, and I'm just coming in before I go right back into the garden with a quickie little style updo. So, could have taken more time with it, but a lot of times I'm moving in the spirit, and I think that you will get the idea. So, if you're interested in a quickie style, if you have fine, delicate Afro textured hair, stay tuned. If you're new to this channel, welcome on Body-Culinary, professional chef, natural born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is, personal trainer, nutrition coach. And I love to share my journey of radical self acceptance, celebrating the unique features I have been divinely assigned while on this earth plane, as well as sharing 3 leverage asset based lifestyle practices: garden therapy, peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, and also garden therapy. So, stay tuned. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. If you're interested in resources, available to you is Whole Living Foods. If you're interested in taking that on as a lifestyle, there's a full guide with pictures, all kinds of different shops and tips, and you can shorten your learning curve. That's available on bodyculinary.com. If you're someone dealing with a lot of acne, as I have, you can heal it with just food and movement. So there's Natural Beauty No Products. And we over here, and it's just this little corner of the internet, natural bodies matter over here. Your natural tetas, as long as they're healthy and growth free, that's the main priority. We deserve to feel comfortable in our own hair and skin. You may be one of those folks feeling courageous enough to take on the Flower challenge, really just celebrating if you have really, really fine hair that doesn't come out like the tutorials and you just want to break and just over all the stuff and the products. It's not that you want to be a bum or that you're slovenly, don't care for yourself. You just want some freedom. That's what we're into over here. And feel free to share whatever your expression or your journey is on this journey. So that being said, like, comment, subscribe. Oh, before I forget, for those interested in Fit Flower coaching, the times will be going on, or that I will be going on, for the relaxation videos that I had started out earlier on this channel in the wee hours. I was surprised how many people showed up. That is going to be on a private platform because there's a trollish element here on YouTube that I don't necessarily resonate with and want to really be in a safe space. So for those folks really looking to commit to their goals of upgrading your fuel, your movement practice, loving up on yourself in a positive way, that's going to be in the Flower Fit coaching and community. There's a link inside of the comments, and you'll need to go over to the Discord server. There you'll be entered into the general Body-Culinary Discord part of the server. And once you can be identified who you are, we'll get access to other areas. Greetings, greetings. I was on. Thank you, Goddess. Shout out to Queen Ra and the beautiful Goddess Athena. Do check out her channel. Do check out Queen Ra's Creations. And Kane, I know you have another name, but I'm giving you a shout. So actually, I've been on several times today. So I like to go on naturally when it fits in with my day. So I'm not making it a whole big production, and I can come on to. Oh, with the rose. Okay, so that's you. Okay, good. Excellent, excellent. So I am an early bird. The time to really catch me for certain things is in an early day. And I like to really capitalize off of the momentum of the early day, especially when it comes for those leverage activities, which is going to be a movement practice. It's so easy for you to get conditioned and be like, oh, let me do this first. Let me turn on the cell phone first. Let me run this report. Let me see what, and you lose your movement practice. I've been at this lifestyle for years, and even I can get sucked into the computer. So I found the most effective thing that works for me, and that is sacred time. Your movement practice, your garden, and preparing your beautiful food for yourself is in the wee hours. And it's something to cultivate, just like your movement practice. So just relaxation, no religion required. That's going to be on the Discord app in Flower Fit Coaching and Community. So as long as you can be identified who you are, feel free to fill out the application, see if that's a fit for you. Keeping it simple, relaxation and breathing. And those folks that is free of charge, and those folks that are interested in going further into coaching around whole living unprocessed foods as a lifestyle, getting your movement practice on as a committed practice that is also fun from your own little home. You don't even need to go to a gym. And if you're really interested in starting your garden, that's what we're going to be doing over here. Okay, so, it's not a whole lot of gel and slicking over here. This is freedom here. So this is what we're doing. This is the flower of the day, and I got to be careful because I'll just be creative in between the garden, and I don't want to get rough. with this already delicate hair, and I'll get claustrophobic. You see that? And that will make me get antsy. Okay, take it out easy, Kwasa. Take it out easy. So this is the flower. I was like, is this flower too big? But I was just loving this flower. So thank you for the confirmation, goddess. So these are my Afro maiden braids. And they're so easy. So I have 2 gentle clips, and these are really inexpensive, but I like it. You can do different things with this. So this is an option to bobby pins, these 2 little cloths. I had 2 of these in here. So I like to deconstruct the style, right? So if you are rocking your Afro extensions or hair pieces and you're playing and being creative, because one of the folks who I really admire, the goddess Athena, is a master with makeup. So don't y'all get it twisted. I don't prefer makeup for my active lifestyle, but I can appreciate it. And she's a master with makeup and playing and all that stuff. That's what we do, y'all. So we have options. I'm not really into locking myself into a box. So you'll find your sweet spot and what works for you. So I'm playing over here. So this was just rinsed with fenugreek. Someone just requested, so there's so many videos to do. I'll get to them, but we're not doing stress over here. So cloves and fenugreek are on the calendar, but there's so many. So we've got nopales, our running list. We've got aloe. Eventually we have neem in the garden. We have rosemary that's starting to expand. We have mint in the garden. I'm cultivating some peppermint, and we have some lavender and some other things that are coming along. So the goal is to have these things accessible to you in your garden, and you can eat them as well. And it's hot. It was like 100, was it 104, 107 degrees the other day? So I've been doing a lot in the garden. Okay, so here are these locks, no twist and no oil. And so this is simple. This is kind of like a fish braid. I can't take tight hairstyles or discomfort. That is no bueno for me. So I'm doing like a loose fish braid. So what I'll do is take 2 locks from either side from the back, and I'll fold them over into the middle. And I don't really have a mirror, and fold another one over into the middle. Really loose, because I don't want a whole bunch of indentations. So I continually pick another one, and all I'm doing is folding it over and pressing it down into the middle, and another one into the middle from each side. So this is, wait, hold on, let me do it again. This is gonna be real organic because I don't have a mirror. Okay, so we have 2 from the back. Let's just take 1 of each and fold it over, and fold it over into the middle. Okay, and fold it into the middle. Here we go. And take 1 from the back, and you'll continuously do that. I'm doing it nice and loose. I don't have any even cuts or anything like that. This is like organic. And I'll fold it over into the middle. So I'm going to do that until I get down, and then I'll secure that. I hear my sister outside in the garden, and the sun is going down. So this little garden, FYI, is the ideal time to water in your garden. Is early in the morning and also in the evening, because otherwise you're steaming your vegetables. If you go in the afternoon and you put that water on your vegetables and that hot sun is there, it's like you're steaming your vegetables. And as one of my Mayan plant friends says, I have different plant friends, his grandfather taught him that the plants also pee. So the world of plants. Okay, so here we have this loose fish braid. Let me get one of my little garden scarves in my hair down in my face. Okay, so what we have instead of the rubber bands, which can leave indentations, I have a couple of these. It's probably old. It's like a cloth kind of rubber band. I'm just going to place that loosely on the bottom. Okay, so that's braid number 1. Not sure about bananas, but can you plant the skin off the strawberry? The skin off the strawberry? No, mamita. The skin, no. What we can do, and we'll talk more about that in the gardening, you can capture the seeds from your blueberries, your raspberries, and strawberries, and you can preserve them to replant. And this is an inexpensive way to get your seeds. It's also going to teach you when you're in the process, same thing with your food. If you're buying things, well, first of all, strawberry seeds can be very challenging to germinate, to get them to sprout, as are rosemary and several other seeds. So sometimes it's not you. Sometimes there's certain seeds that can take weeks, 4 to 6 weeks to germinate. So all this you'll learn once you get into the process. So you can save those seeds, the raspberry, the strawberry, but not the skin if you want the seed. So you may need to take your time to capture some of those seeds. Also, it could be if they're not sprouting that they've been tampered with inside of a laboratory. So that is one of the things that I think can be a real paradigm shifter when you start handling your food, especially as women, right? As keepers of the culture, and our bodies are tuned into the cycles, our period, childbirth, and nature. Our bodies are wired for the seasons and cycles. Once you start really putting your hands in food and you see how long it takes it to grow and how long it takes different seeds to germinate and how much sun they need, it makes you much, it's carryover awareness into your food. You get such another appreciation for your food. What did I do with that little? Okay, here's the other one. So again, this is super loose, right? So you can braid these farther down if you want. So I don't want a bunch of indentation. So you see how loose this is? Now, if you wanted to, you can put a little water. This is how I be doing it. I speak several languages. One of them is Ebonics. And yes, I did go to charm school. I like goblets and all that stuff. And sometimes I will eat with my fingers because I just be feeling it. Okay, so you have two ways you can do this. You can either take it and put it up this way, and you can also braid this. You can braid this looser for another kind of effect. So what I'm going to do here, I can either do it this way, right? So you see how to, and you can just tuck all these different things in, or you have the option to bring your braid around this way. All right, you see that? Now, before I go clip all of this stuff up, right, I'm giving y'all the general gist. We have the most unique genetic DNA marker on the planet. This is like the most unique mole beauty mark, not in the context of somebody's made up subjective beauty. But why? Why when I have such this feature? Some people got light blue eyes, some people have beautifully slanted eyes, some people have pale skin with rosy cheeks. We don't blush like that. Why would I not celebrate this unique feature? Nobody else got this. So again, you have two different ways you can rock this. You can tuck it under. So I don't know, do we like it this way, y'all? And we can neaten it up. Do you like to see the inverted fish braid this way? Or do you want to see it backwards? So you can decide which way you want it, which way gives you more height. Again, with finer hair, I found that loose double, I wear a lot of the same styles that I would if my hair was not locked, right? With loose double strand twists. So rather than slick, I'm all about embracing the sculpting characteristic of our hair. So let's say, which way do we like? Which way do we like? I had a little looser. Let's see. Am I kind of feeling it this way or the other way? I can't make up my mind. So you can play around with this, move it more to the front or to the back. Let's see if we turn it around this way. So any way that's going to give it to me more fuller. Let's say this way. Right? So I'm taking it. I have this so loose. I'm playing around so much. I'm going to lose my little thing. All right. So I'm going to tuck this under. So it may come out a little bit different each time you do it. And you can put hairpins or you can put some of these little clips in there to hold it. I'm feeling around. I'm a two little clips. I find gold looks very royal next to all different shades of chocolate, whether you're caramel or dark chocolate. Sometimes I get darker chocolate when I'm in the garden more. And all I'm gonna do is tuck. So again, if you have double strand twists. So question, trivia, where were Afro women during the Victorian age, right? Because I've seen some Victorian styles that I really like. Southwest Ray makes some of the most beautiful pictures I've mentioned before of Black women, like, and little girls, and all different types of really just regal royal pictures. And sometimes some of them have this really Victorian era. Oh, y'all have to look at her. What is it? I love her art. Check her artwork out, and I'm sure you'll find your little girl. Okay, so look at how easy that is, right? You can adjust it, whatever. And today, you can put the flower of your choice. This makes me think kind of like a Frida Kahlo. And this was just a big flower. I just trimmed it off here, so it's not sharp, it's blunt. And then I can stick this puppy in. So if you want to be more, I'm going to be careful because I don't want to be too rough because I have a tendency to be a little rough. So I can't see too much, but I think y'all get the general idea. So if I wanted to do this with jeans and a t-shirt, I could do that. If I was going out and I was putting on a little evening gown, I can do that. I can put this on with a suit. This to me is very, very fun. I like the red. Also, today I thrifted such a beautiful scarf. I don't know if y'all can see this. This was such a find. I love stuff like when I think of all the money I spent on clothes, all that designer stuff that went in the garbage. Right? I like clothes. It's just I'm prioritizing travel and other things. I did that already. But sometimes you find some really exquisite pieces. So this can be a shawl. This can be so many things. And I'm sure I could take this same style. I could remove the flower. Be gentle, Kwasa. Because I have a tendency. This is why I used to cut my hair all the time. Because I can have a tendency to get frustrated with hair. That's why I was like, a whole bunch of sitting in a salon chair is not for me. So I could take this same scarf. Let's see what we could do with this scarf. My newly thrifted scarf. Let's see. So I think I could take it and tie it around this way and get a bow. I don't know if you like bows. I do. So you can play. All right. Let's see. In order to tie a bow, you go this way and pull it through. Hold on. This is bow 101, 102. Tie it around, right? And bring it through the, look at this. Help me, y'all. Trying to tie a bow. Okay. So I could tie a bow if I want. I like this. And if I want to, I can take the two little sides and I can tuck them in. Well, let's see, let's tighten the bow up a little bit. Because I don't have the whole setup. However, you'll be proud of me, Goddess Athena. I did put together the most exquisite flower setup around my mirror. So I didn't get a chair for the vanity, all that. But I did put some beautiful flowers around the mirror in my bathroom. Right when I'm going in to luxuriate in my shower meditation now. I'm not the big, I think y'all get the general idea with this. I can have a bow because I can't see. This is mirroring me opposite. But I think y'all get the gist of it. Right? I kind of like that. What y'all think? Isn't this fun? And one other thing I think I would do with the same scarf, other than wearing it as a shawl. Right, let's see what else we could do with this. I love the idea of, you know, the movie starlets. They used to have the headscarf wrapped around, driving in a convertible with their sunglasses on. So I like the idea of a flowing scarf. So I think I would definitely also like a headband. And this is, I think, could be a nice option, right? Because with food and everything else, right? You need some things to look forward to, some fun styles. This is not about, or what it is about is having fun. So I can wear a headband that's not too tight. Instead of, you know, if you don't want to slick down your edges, you can do that. So we have options other than putting glue. And maybe I don't get it. Maybe it's not my generation. But I think we have options to glue. In particular, if you have a very, very delicate hairline, it's like, let me rest so we can get it together. So I can stay on your head. So this is something I would wear inside of the garden with the skirt. So all of these options, yes, perfect workout here, right? And you can even, let me see, one other thing I've been doing with these scarves for the workout, so glad you mentioned that, is I could take the same scarf, and the sun is going down, so it's time for me to water before mosquitoes get real rambunctious in the garden. So this to me, I see with a lot of vintage inspired styles or classic inspired styles. You can take it and put it around the whole back of your head. And if any of you thrift or do vintage, let me know. Where do you get your stuff? Ooh, child, I like that. I like this one. So you can really secure, right? If you're trying to keep your little pinup done, so you don't have to do it over again before you go out or before you go off to work. Okay, here's me, the bow challenge. Little challenge. And it's not too tight. I can't take discomfort. I don't know how folks do it. I can't do it. I can't do too tight hair, too tight shoes, too tight clothes. I cannot do it. It's not working for me. I can't take discomfort. That's a no bueno. Right? So now my hair is more secure. So maybe later if I was looking inside of a mirror, I could adjust this bow more because I haven't figured out how to make the camera mirror me. But something like that. And I can take the two ends and I can tuck them under. And all you got to do is tuck. That's it. That works for me. I got to trim this little string here. And there's the other end. Let's see, where are we? I feel like we need to go in here somewhere. Look at that, the down. We could just tuck these in. Y'all get the general idea, right? So not too much of my hair is exposed when I'm out in the garden. I might cover it up a little bit more, so I always get my hair caught in the oregano bush, and that's no fun. So that's what my little vintage, my vintage inspired my Afro maiden braids, right? If you have loose natural hair, I'd recommend doing very loose double strand twists. And I think what can look really regal is the updo. And I actually really love to see, I love the, when you look at those really old pictures of Black women that were teachers back in the days, and they had, I don't know if we would call it Victorian, but perhaps in the Reconstruction era, they had these really nice dresses. A lot of them are very high necks, and they really had some beautiful Afro updos, right? Some like big rolls. I mean, they work those updos and they just look so clean and shiny. I don't know if they were putting olive oil on their skin or whatever, but I really like those styles. So I would love to hear in the comments, are there any vintage styles that you like of older periods, like in the 20s, Reconstruction areas, you know, those times we didn't have access to perms, right? Even before Madam C.J. Walker, if you've seen like Ida B. Wells, I've seen her with some fantastic updos. I've seen some women in Harlem and some older pictures with some really lovely updos. And I just think they're very classy. And there's some options, you know, so that you can look kind of cute as you move around doing your work and doing your workout. I love it. And you can keep your skin nice and free so that you have the option to let your skin breathe and feel your natural sweat. And if you're someone that's allowing your skin and your kidneys to heal with all that fresh living food, we want to allow this large eliminative organ to push out all of that old, those undigested meals, all those colorings, all the food eaten in a state of stress, all that hydrogenated fat, artificial canola oils, deep fried oil. It has to go somewhere. So it's taxing the liver. Fortunately, the skin is working with us, right, to push all of that stuff out. So we're going to work with the skin and work with the water and with the water in the food. So let me know if you like my little styles today. Do join me in the garden. I told you I can't see it over here. And do feel free to fill out the application for Flowah Fit coaching and community. And the Body-Culinary server on Discord, you'll find it inside of the chat. So again, shout out to Queen Ra, Kanene. Also, Carolyn Shepherd, who is always on here, Bernice, Tamiko, Ayo, all the ladies that have completed the reset. Also, Doriel Laria of the Digital Couch, sending you all some warm, positive vibrations. And definitely shout out to all my UGC in-house. Y'all create a great rest of the evening on purpose. Remember, radical self-acceptance. We're going to have to write the prescription of healing for us, because who has it in your best interest to make sure that you're living your life to the fullest right now, independent of what the account is looking like, your relationship status, or you might have some drawers that need to be decluttered. We deserve to really enjoy our lives. However, it's going to be a decision, a self-determining decision. We don't need perfection. We're along, on the journey, and you'll find your sweet spot with your eating, your movement practice, your garden. You'll find your sweet spot along the way. We want some things to look forward to so we can mature and age gracefully with some style, class, and grace while we out here, right? It's going to happen. Don't worry, y'all. Age is coming for all of us. So we can preserve. Doesn't it make more sense to preserve the skin and the organs? That's what's keeping us vital and full of juiciness, the organs, and a lot of that boils down to food, sleep, and eliminating distress or pulling yourself out of harm's way. All right, see you all real soon. I'm signing out, going into the garden of water.